Alright then folks, thank you for your patience. Welcome to the second PuyoGB League Season 4 stream for today, the 21st of November. I'm your host BlueHairKei, but of course, I do not come alone. I'd like to introduce to you the admin of PuyoGB who's joining me for commentary on this stream, Zipplet. Welcome along buddy, how are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing well thank you, and how about yourself?
Yeah, very well thank you. You looking forward to some Crown League action?
Oh, most definitely. These are first to 20, aren't they? So
They
these
certainly are.
They're going to be intense.
They are. So the Crown League is the top flight league in the PuyoGB League. They're obviously based after garbage symbols. Rock League is the beginner. You have intermediate to semi-pro in Star, semi-pro to pro in Moon, and then the top flight in the Crown League. And just to give you a brief overview of the league rules that you see, look at Crown League. You see Rock League first to 5 games, Star League, Moon League first to 10. Crown League, it's not just about skill, it's also endurance. First to 20 games with a bonus point awarded to the winner, that wins their match rather, by 5 or more points. So if someone wins 20 games to 15, they will get the bonus point. This means that there is less chance really for the top players to get bonus points, but those that win well will be rewarded. But of course, before we jump into some Crown League action, I want to bring your attention to a couple of events that we're going to be running. The first of which is going to be PuyoGB Tetris League 2. I'm going to hand over to Zipplet as he is the TO for this event. So Zipplet, what can you tell us about Tetris League 2?
So I hope all of you had fun with Tetris League 1, because this is a continuation of Tetris League 1. It was so successful that we are having a second Tetris League. So this league will open up for sign-ups in January. We will be using Puyo Tetris 2 on the Nintendo Switch. For PC, please stay tuned for further information. And we're expecting this to be quite an intense league, because already, if you look at the players that are in Tetris League 1, we have some top star players in this league. And yeah, I would say if you're interested in Tetris, definitely start practicing now and do consider signing up. We're accepting all skill levels from beginners up to advanced players. I myself am in Tetris League 2. So you might get to face off against me.
Yeah, oh well, also I'm in Tetris League 2, so you never know, you might get to fight me as well.
Oh, we could even have the legendary match of Kei versus Zipplet. That is technically possible.
Oh. And now childhood comes flashing back when we used to do Tetris battles on the Game Boy.
Oh, how could we ever forget that? Yeah, we used to play Tetris all the time on the old Game Boy with the link cables.
Brilliant.
Such great times.
Ah, fantastic. Anyway, along the lines, what game are we going to be using for Tetris League 2?
So, on the Nintendo Switch, we'll be using Puyo Tetris 2. Because, of course, that's going to be released on December 8th, up over here. So, please do consider pre-ordering that game if you haven't already. For PC players, there'll be more information coming soon. So, just stand by for that if you want to play on PC.
Alright then, and that's going to segue nicely to what is going to be Puyo Tetris 2 Swap Tournament. This is going to be our launch tournament, if you will, for Puyo Tetris 2. It's going to be played on Saturday the 12th of December from 3 o'clock in the afternoon GMT. It's the first 2-player double elimination tournament played on the Nintendo Switch. Top 8 will be streamed on our Twitch channel. And if you want to sign up for our PPT2 Swap Tourney, the link is in the chat. Get yourself signed up. Come and have a go. You know you're good enough. Alright then guys, our participants have arrived for their first match in the Crown League. It is going to be the defending champion WizKid was against Shido. This is going to be a fascinating contest.
Well, opening up with the first match having Wiz, this is potentially going to be a very intense match, isn't it, Kei?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, and we know just how good Wiz is as a player. He's been in fantastic form this year. And he's starting with stairs.
Yeah, he's going straight for stairs. And is that a bit of GTR I see from Shido?
You are right there.
Mixed with Key. Is that Key as well?
Yeah, there's a little bit of Key there, absolutely. Alright, quick little attack now. Wiz just doing some calculating. He's going to go for cutting his chain. He's gambling on the fact there aren't many blues around, but there are blues there. Manages to get the blues in Shido. Now then, it's a 7 chain. Is there something on the return? 442.
That was very close from Shido there. That only just overwhelmed Wiz. That, do you know what I mean? If that was one chain less, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. Now then, kill spike found. It's a 5-chain closeout.
Dear life.
Yeah, no concession, absolutely there. So Shido draws first blood and goes 1-0 up. But of course it's first to 20. So this is really early doors. Right, so you see
the RNG there being very kind to Wiz with that stairs set up on the left.
Yes, definitely. It's a lovely stair setup. Just needs another red and a yellow on top. He does have a proto chain which is gonna fire, try and get some early doors. Ooh! That's a nice repair job from Shido, but he's got to be careful because he's blocked himself off. A nice little fawn attack from Wiz actually might seal the deal. He's just going to look to close the game out. He has been blocked. Oh, he's not getting any purples. Oh, I tell you what, he's got the right big colour there. Going for the power 2 chain. That's a really good shout because it blocks Shido off completely and scores a level early doors, 1 apiece. Okay, into the third game now. You can see what's happening there, can't you, Zipplet, with the fact that you've got to constantly look to see if you can get a poke in, try and get some pressure on.
That's exactly right, because Shido there was spending too much time trying to build up, and then Wiz was able to just knock that on the head just in time, because that would have been disastrous otherwise.
Now then, that early attack might have gifted a free pass there. Oh, that power 2 chain nullifying pretty much the whole of that 4 chain from Wiz there. There's so much value in the power chain.
Wiz needs to build quickly now because the demerit of stairs obviously is if you have a messy field, it's a bit of a pain to get yourself set back up.
Oh, is he going to be able to get it in time? Yes, he is, just about.
Only just in time. That was almost curtains.
Oh, live by the sword.
Send some garbage back too.
9 on the backswing. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Oh, purples. Purples are needed in abundance really for Wiz. Purples would be good. He's got the bridge there. It's a nice 5 chain. What has Shido got in return?
I don't think Shido's got anything.
No, he hasn't.
Just got the wrong colours, wrong colours. Shido needed a yellow there really to have a chance of staying in.
Oh, 2-1 now to Wiz. Looks like we've got GTR in the corner there from Shido. You know what to expect with Wiz.
Yeah.
Pretty much going to be stairs. Oh, that's nice.
That is a strong stair setup there from Wiz.
That's fine. That isn't really a block. It doesn't bother him at all. In fact, actually, he's got 2 trigger points. He's going to lead with reds. He's going to see if he can bait Shido into making a full step. He's got time to build, but it is a 10 chain. Oh, this is risky. This is so risky. And he's not going to get purples in time.
Did not get the purples, yep. That's curtains.
Oh. Gamble in chat. Sometimes it pays to smite even if you could do a 14 chain. Absolutely right. Anytime you can apply pressure, it's best to do so. Well, now then, the RNG not brilliant for stairs this time round. Seems to be a bit nicer for GTR, although you can see the reverse cushion there on Shido. He needs to be careful not to misread what he's building. Oh, this is risky.
This round's going to be the battle of the chains. Who's got the biggest chain? Both players are going for a big chain here.
Now then, can Shido get it over? Yes, he can. Leads with yellows. Oh, hang on. There's going to be a chain cut from Wiz here. I don't think it's going to be anything there. It's a lovely chain, this, from Shido. It's a power 10. It's nearly a moon and a star.
I'm honestly not sure who's going to win this one now.
Oh,
I don't know if that's powerful enough from Wiz.
No, not
no,
enough.
Afraid not.
It's always a risk when you're building centre columns. But then, if you think about distance from top of field to bottom of field, sometimes building dead centre, it can give you a bit of an advantage with speed.
but very nice RNG again. Very kind for Wiz doing the stairs on the left.
Yep. He's building... Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice transition there.
That is a lovely transition. Okay. Shido, this is not bad transition either from Shido, and Wiz isn't going to care about that garbage.
It's a little bit of an early poke there from Shido.
Oh, is that going to
Another poke
block?
coming. Can
It
Wiz...
does, but
yeah,
it doesn't
it's block,
really...
unfortunately.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Now, Wiz just needs to be careful. How is he going to build? The racing... That's a good erase. Now then. How is he going to build onto this? Shido looking at... Oh, gets the colours he needs.
Also blocked in.
Oh, this is lovely. Bit of tennis. Here we go.
Both off.
We've got a tennis match.
Yeah, we've got tennis here.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a 9 from Shido. It's not going to be anywhere near close to a Baker's.
13 chain from Wiz.
It's a Baker's dozen.
Total knockout.
Beautiful from Wiz.
Our first tennis match of Crown League.
And our first Baker's as well. But let's see.
What was most impressive about that 13 chain is that was pulled off even after the pokes earlier on.
Yep. Protection on resources. That's how you can separate the men from the boys, as it were. Oh, now Shido's going to be careful. He's got a proto chain. Now then, where are the yellows? Oh, caught on the frame.
Ooh, that was a gamble, but that actually paid off.
Leading with the proto chain, and it pays dividends this time round. So Shido keeping Wiz in check. The deficit is to within 1. This could be a close contest. It's not going to be
very good RNG for both players.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we always see exactly the same setup there from Shido. I know Wiz always does stairs, but the transition is slightly different usually.
Well, have a look at how Wiz has got his stairs. He's got the green on top of the purples there, so that's going to be the trigger going down. Depends on how he's going to build on the other end. Or is he going to go for full-on power? Oh, I'll tell you what, yellows would be good. Yellows are good.
There's plenty of yellows coming.
And he isn't going to mind that at all. 80 for 35 will just strengthen that middle transition. Now then, yellows needed. Mind you, that's... Oh, hello! Oh, he wasted... Oh my god!
Shido got it!
No, Shido wasted the blues. If blues were in column 5, he would have had an extra link.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
It's only going to be a 9.
That's only going to be a 9, yeah. That's not going to be enough, no.
Could have been a 10. Oh... I don't
see what Shido was going for there, though.
Yeah, no, maybe... I don't know, I don't know whether Shido would have had it anyway, if I'm honest. Ooh.
We've got something unusual from Wiz here. Is this...
He's doing
Hang on,
GTR.
I'm not sure what this is just yet. It could be GTR.
He is doing GTR.
Oh, it is. Yeah, there's some elements of GTR there. Okay, yeah, that's kind of GTR.
Okay, he's got a cushion with the yellows. So he's got a lead now with purples. Shido on the other... That's a mess. That looks a bit messy from... Oh, and that's
Wiz
a nice
needs to
block as well.
recover, but Wiz really needs to build up something big here.
Will he be okay? Well, he's not going to
Shido's currently dealing with garbage.
Alright then, yellow's now needed for Shido. Or just pop the greens and be safe. Oh, he's...
Oh no.
I'll tell you what, this is a beautiful power 10. 120 for 230. It's a crowd of garbage. Oh, does that work? It does. That's a beautiful 11 chain. But it takes it down just to 95.
If that had been at 12, that would have been enough there.
Wow.
So that's the biggest chain off Shido so far.
Crikey, that was good. I'll ask people in stream chat, how are our audio volumes? Can you hear our voices nice and clear over the game audio?
Yeah, please let us know if any of the volumes are off.
Or you can see Wiz is trying to build power on the other side. Okay, going for a bait. It's a power 5 into a 6. I'm not sure what Shido was trying to do. He's got something off. Oh, that's going to be powerful. That's quite meaty. Here we go.
Wiz has just enough time to build a counter-attack here. Oh, maybe not.
Beautiful 9 chain.
Oh, just about, but is it going to be big enough?
No, 80 for 37.
Well, good attempt.
Mistakes were made, but I tell you something. That was a nice little reverse tail there from Shido at the end.
Apparently I'm a little on the quiet side there, Kei.
Okay, that's
You want to boost it slightly.
Let's try that then.
Thank you for the raid there, Reddy.
Oh, thank you, Reddy.
Much appreciated.
Welcome along. Oh, I tell you what, this looks good from Shido. Oh, you need yellow. Oh, the perfect bit colour. Chain off. Now then, Wiz can continue building. How's he gonna go with this? He's gonna fire off. So it's a. Oh, it's a lovely power 9. In return, I have a feeling this is a dirty dozen.
Yeah, that's a 9. You're so quick at reading those chains.
Make it an 11.
Got an 11 here.
Yeah. Now then, counter attack. Oh, missing a yellow. Missing a yellow. That might have kept things interesting. So Wiz inches ahead, gets a spread of 3 now. 7-4.
Something you're going to see here with the Crown League matches is they're going to be more balanced than the earlier leagues. So potentially we could be looking at say 20 to 15.
We've had a couple of super close ones last season. You know, the title match between Gruffin and Wiz. If Gruffin had won that, he might have staved off relegation, but it was 2018 to Wiz.
Oh, I remember that.
You know, you're not going to see. You may not necessarily see one-sided matches. Okay, nice little 2-chain. That's a good amount of garbage. And oh, the beautiful follow-up. That's going to close the game out. That is a lovely follow-up from Shido. Goes for a swamp attack, follows it up with another pressure play, and pegs the deficit to within 2 as a result. Yep, Gruffin was relegated last season.
The only reason Graffin's not playing in this season, by the way, is his Nintendo Switch was broken. Otherwise, he would have taken part in Season 4. So expect Gruffin back in Season 5.
Indeed.
But relegated down.
Oh,
that is a very clean-looking stir setup there from Wiz.
Oh, I don't know. Gets a proto chain off. He's got time to build up again, actually. Oh!
I can see what he was doing there. He was preparing that little chain on the side just to give a little poke at Shido.
Well, this...
And again. Just keep the pressure on there.
Yep, 80 for 3 will keep that. Okay, chain now off from Wiz. He's looking at power on the downturn. Shido has got plenty of time. Oh, is he going to gamble with greens? No, he's not. He's going to bail out. Power 8 into a 9 chain from Wiz. He now needs to build up quickly. Because this is a lovely chain from Shido.
It's got a 10 from Shido there.
It is indeed a 10. And it sends 184 on the backswing.
Yes, Gamble, that's right. Tennis is when you have the 2 chains are set off just in time so that you have the garbage flying between both opponents.
Yep. It literally is.
Some tennis earlier.
It literally is. The chains are going and it's batting the garbage to and from the garbage trays. That is the definition of tennis. Meanwhile, that stairs transition looks beautiful from Wiz. Getting a proto chain ready. In fact, oh my god, he's got an all clear. He actually has an all clear, but he's not going to go for it. He's going to carry on building. All 13 garbage. I thought that would have done a bit more. Oh, he's got to be careful now. Scores level. After 14, 7 apiece. No, Wiz, no, not like this, says Rory in chat.
And Reddy, your comment about being weak at Puyo, don't worry about it. Just get involved. You can easily level up. You know, you can progress your skill just by practicing. And on that note, we've got some nice GTR from Wiz going for a different strategy this round.
Yeah. Oh, he needs purples on the down. Oh, that looks good. That looks nice. Right. Oh, he's going to build using purples there on the downturn. Getting a proto chain off. If he's smart, he will lead with... Oh, that was a bit clunky.
Really needs to hurry up and get the right colours here.
What's he trying to do?
This is getting very dangerous.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's got the perfect bit colour. Oh god, he's building even more.
Yeah, he's taking a big risk there. Oh no, it didn't pay off. The risk did not pay off there from Wiz there.
The 11 chain from Shido made sure that Wiz was down and out, and Shido inches into the lead now. 8-7 to him. Wiz not out of it at all. Oh, that's a glorious setup from Shido. And he's got a proto chain. Oh, he's only going to lead with a quick fire single chain there. Wiz won't mind that too much. That going to block? No, it doesn't. Now then, Wiz has got two ways of continuing to build. He's going to set his chain off. Shido might as well
Shido was not ready for that. Well, actually, no, Shido's stalling there. There we
He's
go.
okay. He's okay. There's no conflict there because the Blues are on the other downturn.
I think that's a 9 from Shido there.
No, it's 10. You got the full away.
It's a 10, okay.
Is it gonna
Got the Blues, yeah.
send off? Wow. 41 on the backswing. Now then, Wiz with it all to do. He's gonna be able to get through. No, I don't think so. Concession there from Wiz, and Shido inches into the lead with a 2-point lead now. 9 games to 7.
It's interesting how the table has turned here, but I'm sure Wiz will try everything he can to claw this back. We're going for GTR again from Wiz.
Yep. Got a bit of an elongated thing here from Shido. Actually, that's quite clunky. Purple's now needed. Purple's now needed. Purple's needed. Purple's now needed. Not getting it, but he does get a chain in to save some of the other garbage. But now Wiz has got an awful lot to do, and the only thing Shido needs is a good closeout chain. Oh, wave after wave of damage. RNG seems to be okay for Wiz for the minute. God, could you imagine if he pulls out of this?
That would be impressive. But this new strategy from Shido, setting off these small chains, that seems to be ruining the setup there for Wiz.
Oh, don't be so sure. Don't be so sure.
Well, actually, looking at this, it looks like Wiz
This is a lovely reversal. This is a beautiful reversal from Wiz.
If Wiz manages to pull this
He does,
off,
he's
it's
got
really
it.
very impressive. Oh, hello!
He got it! Shido is
Nice
told
one.
to get out of town in no uncertain terms there. Wiz pegs the deficit to within 1.
Very good play there from Wiz.
Okay, this looks alright for stairs. See, Wiz looking to see, building on the transition now. Not going to worry about that green erasure. Of course, the only problem with stairs is if you have to resort to splitting Puyos, you're losing frames.
Definitely.
Whereas if you can build as flat as possible, you can. Oh,
Very
this is
dangerous play there from
seriously
Shido.
bad from
Very
Shido.
dangerous. No! Put the piece in the wrong column. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The reds were in the wrong column. That cost him the game.
Scores a level yet again, folks. 9 apiece.
And yes, Spider, that was an amazing comeback. Just reading chat there.
Okay. They were looking at possible all clears, but not on this occasion. Wheels aren't bad for stairs. They're good for
Bit of a drought of
GTR.
blues here.
Yeah, just a little. Not too bad. Okay, you can see Wiz going the other. Oh, that's nice. That's clean. Chain off now from Shido. Oh, I'll tell
Wiz
you what.
really needs to set that chain off immediately.
He's
Yep,
got it.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's a lovely 10 chain. Now then.
Is that an 11 there from Wiz?
I think you're
I
right.
think it is.
That's a
Yep, it
lovely
is.
10 and back to a. Oh. I
And
thought that
Shido
would
is
have been.
not prepared at all.
Nope. I thought that would have been another 184 on the backswing. 10-9 to Wiz. Okay then, so we're pretty much
And
halfway
yes.
through this contest.
Yes, ready. It's first to 20 for Crown League. All the matches are first to 20.
Alright. This is good for Wiz. Oh, this is great pressure from Shido. Well, where are the yellows?
Well, that strategy worked in the last game. Oh, it worked here as well. Nice one.
No yellows to... No yellows anywhere. No yellows to speak of. A drought of yellows, and it's 10 apiece.
So Wiz needs to now look at this and consider the possibility of setting off an early chain like Shido did there, because that's the second game this has happened.
True.
See, one reason these matches are first to 20 is it gives the higher level players a chance to adapt to each other's strategies. That's something that is more important with higher level play.
Alright then, we have a look here, and you can see Wiz's triggers on the other side. That's fine. He just needs another yellow on top. He needs a yellow on column 1. It's imperative he gets a there we go. Gets a yellow on column 1. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wiz has made a bit of a mistake there. Shido on the other hand. Chain breaks. This is tactical.
Wiz just did not have the right colours there to make up for that mistake.
That was rather unfortunate. Alright then, into the next game. It's Shido inching ahead, 10-11. Alright, you can see the fawn attack now coming off from Shido. That's a nice chain. Reds. Not getting it. Oh, I'll tell you what, Wiz is being quite unlucky here.
Wiz really needs to adapt to set off an early chain there, because I'm going to guess now that Shido is going to attempt that, going to try that going forward. Oh, look, all clear start.
Life's the lottery, be lucky. Now then, how's the play? No, Wiz is saying, no, I'm going to set off immediately. However, it does allow the advantage to go to Shido.
That's an interesting strategy. I haven't seen that before, actually.
Oh, no garbage there. Now then, this is a lovely attack from Shido. Wiz is not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, though. If he can somehow dig down, he will be laughing. Oh, that's good. He can lead with greens now. I'm not sure what Shido's trying to do.
I think out of the boards there, Wiz
here
has
we go.
potentially a better board here.
Oh yeah, he does. It's only a 4 chain.
We're off.
Power 5, nothing there from Shido to counter with, and caught on the frame to boot.
That was a good comeback there.
Depends on how you use that all clear start to your advantage. Shido still leads by 1. Ooh, not great Puyos for stairs, admittedly. They seem to be okay for GTR.
So just to reply to chat there, Gamble, I'm not a high-level Puyo player, so some of these strats are new to me.
It's just about gets that Puyo down in time. Oh, you might want to set the chain off.
Yeah, Shido needs to hurry up there.
It's only a 5, wasting Puyos. And that's cost him. Scores a level, a dozen apiece. Alright, into the 25th game.
And we're even 12-12.
Alright, so you see you got the stairs set up for nice Puyos for stairs this time round.
Yeah, a very clean stairs setup.
Ooh, bit clunky there.
Saying that, Shido is off the early chain again here. Power 3.
Yeah, power 3, which
and that was enough to take the game.
I think Wiz realised the moment he got rid of that activation colour on the left-hand side, he'd thrown the game away. $70 for 4, early doors. Truncated stairs by the looks of things from Wiz. It's a bit messy, but that doesn't mean to say it's not workable. He's got to be careful with that channel.
Successfully messed up Shido's board very slightly there, although Shido is now recovering just fine.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what Shido's trying to do. A well-timed attack could actually win the match here for Wiz. It just depends on...
Definitely. And that's what Wiz is going for. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, he's got it. And there's no conflict either. It's a lovely 9 chain from Shido. But look at this from Wiz. Here we go. Power 9, 10 chain.
10.
Neither of these players are giving an inch.
Have you seen Shido's performance before, Kei? Because this is my first time seeing Shido's performance, and I didn't expect this.
I haven't seen Shido at all. Oh, it's a lovely attack there from Shido initially off. That's going to put Wiz under some pressure. Shouldn't worry too much about it.
The greens are still accessible there.
He's
going for him.
Going for a free chain. Oh, I tell you what, There were no blues to speak of. There is now, and that's going to be the game to Shido. I'd be very surprised if Wiz can get something pulled off here. I don't think he's going to have enough time. 80 for 128.
Power 7. There's no digging out of that.
80 for 128. The same chain power as 40 for 256. Alright then. 13 to Wiz, 14 to Shido. No quarter asked or given. GTR from Wiz. Oh, you can see Shido's looking at trying to get some kind of power attack in.
Yeah, Shido always goes for the early attack here when Wiz starts doing GTR. It's a pattern I've seen now a few times.
Oh, that alley-oop is good. Shido needs to get his skates on because this is a full chain off from Wiz.
Is that a 9?
It is indeed a 9.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Nothing there from Shido at all. It's 14 apiece. Now then, can Wiz break the pattern, break the mold, and inch ahead? These are very close matches.
Oh, again GTR from Wiz.
Yep. Slightly elongated, leading with yellows on the upturn. That's actually a nice transition because he's got a cushion there on blues. Where Shido also getting cushion on blues, leading with reds.
And it's a very fast build there from both players.
Yep. Initial chain off now. I'll tell you what, Shido shouldn't mind this too much. If he gets another purple there, he's laughing.
He's got the purple. Oh, I see. He's extending it.
He's got a chain off. Full chain off now from Shido. Wiz just needs to build.
Wiz needs the yellows. Oh, I see what Wiz... Okay, Wiz is still extending.
No, he's got the chain off now. It's a lovely 10 chain. 10 to beat. That 3 clips, but it isn't going to do anything. Oh, this is a bigger chain from Wiz. Power 9 into a 10. 90 for 197. Oh, 68 on the backswing before the final chain.
If Shido had one more piece, there was the perfect chance there to set off another small chain. But it would not have counted that, I think.
No, I don't think so. There was nothing really there for the second phase. Alright, so it's 15 to Wiz, 14 to Shido. Okay, so you can see GTR from both players. This is interesting, because normally Wiz doesn't really go with GTR.
No, this is an interesting change in strategy, and I'm going to guess it's because GTR is a bit easier to dig yourself out of trouble from.
Oh, not from here it isn't. That's a lovely closeout from Shido.
15 all again. I've never seen a match like this with Wiz where it's just constantly coming to the same even score. Have you?
No.
Normally it pulls one way and then maybe pulls the other way, but this is something else.
Well, it's
the first match of Crown.
I will say, don't write off the fact that at Celtic Throwdown, he came from 6-0 down against Hiku.
That's true, yeah. That was an amazing match.
Oh, this is lovely from Wiz.
A very clean field there from Wiz.
Power 4, massive power 4. Oh, 39 on the backswing.
You can still recover at this point,
so
but Wiz
much
needs to
value.
Build quickly, possibly send off some small chains to block the opponent.
Not gonna get. He hasn't got anything.
He hasn't got anything.
So that's not gonna link. No, it doesn't. Oh,
No.
it's a shame. Shido inches into the lead. Now we're coming to the back quarter. We could have a 39 game thriller here. Don't discount it.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 39. It's gonna be a 39 game.
Oh, it could well be. It could well be. And again, Wiz going for GTR. I'll tell you what, if he's playing GTR like this, he must be really enjoying the competition.
Well, hats off to Wiz for doing this, because GTR back-to-back, several games in a row, Wiz does not normally play like this.
No, he doesn't. And he's got a nice 7 chain. Is there anything there? Where the yellows? Where the yellows? Not getting it on time and caught on the frame.
And it's 16 all again.
Well, I remember one time Zipplet asked me what is meant by frame trapping or being caught on the frame. You've seen plenty of instances where this has now happened. So now you know what it's like to be caught on the frame.
When it next happens, remind me again, because I want to be sure I've got the right definition from you there.
That's if we get another one. Okay, Wiz now with stairs. Looking good. Oh, I see what Wiz is trying to do.
That's very clean stairs.
Right, you see where... Oh, chain off now from Shido. Is it going to break in any area? It doesn't look like it will.
No, that looks like a big chain there.
Oh, the perfect big colour there from Wiz.
I think that's a 10 chain.
Perfect big colour from Wiz. Power 9 into a 10. That's a lovely chain now from Shido. Oh, I tell you what, Wiz is missing a green, a yellow, and a confliction on that side as well.
I was just trying to count the size of the chain there, but then it broke.
Power 6. And Shido inches into the lead again, 16-17 at the moment. If we're going on a win predictor, which we don't have, you know, they don't really exist in this.
We don't have win predictors.
Well, no, it'd be unbiased anyway to have a win predictor. Just at the moment. Oh, that's nice from Shido trying to get the early poke in. Easy pickings for Wiz.
But it didn't work because Wiz now has a clean board to start again.
And,
oh, is Wiz going for GTR?
No, hello.
No, what is
Holy
this?
counter.
Oh.
Gets it down, oh, but now the top up. So that 4 chain was pretty much in vain.
And it's 17 all.
17 all.
Honestly, I don't know who's going to win this now. I have no idea.
I don't know. What I do know is they're not bad Puyos for stairs. They're a bit junky for... Oh, loads of reds! Crikey. Never seen so many reds in all my life. Normally there's a drought of that colour. Okay,
yeah.
It's a bit dicey here from Wiz. You can see the transitions the wrong way round.
Just trying to read the... It's hard to see what chains they're going to have right now.
Although
Shido's board is looking kind of interesting here.
Oh, this is really good.
Shido's off.
He's got a board. He's got a chain cut. All he needs now is a green. He's got the green. Oh, he didn't set off. He didn't set off. Oh. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Okay, 18 to Shido, 17 to Wiz. It's literally been to and fro all the way throughout. And of course, with Crown League, you need to win by 5 or more to secure the bonus point. No chance of that this round. Oh, okay, this is interesting from Shido. I'm not sure what Wiz is trying to do here. He's banking on... Oh, okay, I see what he's trying to do.
Shido's setting off the chain now.
Chain off now
so
from
Wiz
Shido.
needs to hurry up.
Is he going to have enough time to build? No, he's going to set off.
I think that's a 9 from Shido there.
Beautiful 10.
No, it's a 10.
It's only a 7. It's a power 7 into an 8. That's not going to wipe out enough. And I'll tell you what, 2-point advantage now to Shido. The game has swung the other way.
But Wiz could still claw this back. It's happened before.
Oh, we know it's happened before.
So Wiz needs to win 3 games in a row to pull this back.
Not impossible.
Definitely not impossible.
Just needs to trust his natural game. Shido, meanwhile, building GTR, also needs to trust his natural game. Not bad Puyos for GTR, let me tell you. Question is, how brave are people going to be? Oh, there's not much really there for Wiz. Oh, nice little block. Now then, gotta be careful. Good little attack, nothing really there for Wiz. Searching for something.
I'm gritting my teeth here. I don't know what Wiz is going to do here. This is very dicey.
God, he needs purples. Is he gonna... No, he needs greens. He's got greens. He's just about got greens.
Oh, he just got the greens in time.
Now then, is this going to be enough to counter? Is it going to... It isn't
going to be a 7, I think, isn't it?
It's a big 7. It takes it down to 18. It's not completely out of it. It is now. I'll tell you what, that is a fantastic... Even with that little free chain from Wiz trying to keep himself in it, it's a bit too much, and Shido takes the first game of Crown League. 20 games to 17.
That was intense. I did not expect to see this in our first round with Wiz.
What a fantastic contest we've had.
Very well played from both players there. That could have honestly gone either way, that match.
Alright then guys, we are ready to bring you our second match. It's gonna be WizKid Was versus Sin. This is gonna be a fascinating contest, and these two have faced each other a few times this year. They were finalists at Collision 2020, the Puyo 2 Masters tournament, and they were also finalists in the Celtic Throwdown Black Lives Matter tournament. So these two are no strangers to meeting with one another. And of course we've got Stairs from Wiz and GTR from Sin. You can see that Sin and Shido actually play quite similar.
And just to remind everyone, you can check out those matches on our YouTube channel if you would like to after we finish stream.
Yep. Hang on. Where's Wiz trying to go with this?
I think Wiz was just not prepared for that.
Caught on the
That was
frame
too
there,
fast.
did you see it? Caught on the frame, and Sin takes early doors, so it is 1-0 to Sin.
Wiz there saying he had a misdrop. It happens, it happens.
Alright, we've got GTR from... That's a nice little bit of a truncation there from Wiz. He now needs to be kept... I would have gone the other way with those blues and greens personally, but he's got a 2-chain ready.
He's trying to block Sin at this point.
Oh, Sin's absolutely fine. Oh, this is brave. This is brave from Sin. I know what he's looking for. I don't think he's going to get it in time. He doesn't get blocked. His chain's off, although he does wreck the back end of his trigger. Now then, all Wiz needs to do is see this home, which I think he has. It's an 8-chain. It's not going to be enough from Sin. You could...
Is that a 10? Is that a 10 from Wiz, or is that an 11 chain?
No, it's a 10.
It's a 10.
Oh, and one green away from a all clear as well from Sin. That would have been a nice way to end it. He's left with a solitary green as he tumbles down into the depths of despair. One apiece. Alright, so you got GTR from Sin with Key on the back turn there. Not really Key anymore.
We've got our classic Stairs from Wiz.
Yep. Oh,
Need to remind you, Stairs can be a very foreboding strategy if you put it off right.
Absolutely right. Considered the classic strat. But it is one of those where the reward can be so good. Oh, manages to get that in. Is there conflict with the greens? No, there isn't. Chain off. See. Huge power 9. And Requiscat on Pachet, Sin.
I don't think Sin has enough there to climb out of this. Definitely not.
Chain broke in half. Can we get an F? Like, we knew what Sin was trying to do, but the chain snapped midway through.
It just wasn't quite there, was it?
No. It happens. I mean, come on, I've been prone to having my chain snap in half. The epic save is when it snaps in half and then repairs itself as it goes through the chain. When that happens, you're laughing.
Those are the best, but you never have the recording going when those happen, do you?
Well, very rarely. Oh, that's a beaut. Oh no, doesn't quite block it. I thought that was a really good form from Wiz. I'll tell you something. Sin's just going to set his chain off. He's going to say to hell with it. Try and put Wiz on the back foot. Oh, the perfect bit colour from Wiz. Nice power 8 into a 9. Now then, how big is this going to be from Wiz? At the moment, it's just a straight
like
8.
That's an 8 chain, isn't it?
It's a straight 8. There's nothing there. So, Sin's clawed one back.
Yes, Ready and Gamble. Misdrop can apply to any of these falling block style puzzle games, although it is more commonly said in Tetris. Got a nice all clear start, so hopefully both players are going to make good use of this.
Hello, I thought Sin was going Stairs then. Ooh.
So Wiz is going for the early all clear bonus, which has blocked in Sin.
But then having
Sin
said
can
that,
still recover at this point. And don't forget that Sin can do the same to Wiz.
5 on the backswing. Now then, Sin's got to play. Oh, I'll tell you what. Blues look good. Oh, he had double yellow and the yellow on the back turn. That could have been one chain bigger, but it's a power 5 into a 6 and there's nothing there for Wiz. That is clever play, nevertheless, from Sin.
Ready, we don't know if there's going to be PPT2 spectating or when it will be. We hope that it's coming, but we don't have any information about that at the moment.
No. We're not here to comment on any kind of speculation for Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. We are here purely for the PuyoGB League, Crown League matches here for Season 4.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, you can see that transition from Wiz. That's quite nice. Is he going to lead with... No, he's going to lead with blues again, I think. He does have an activation point. Oh, he's topping and tailing with greens. Now then, Sin's got to build. Oh, Sin's got to be careful. That was very risky. Is he going to get greens in time? Nope. He ripped his chain in half. If he had if he had 2 more reds on top there, it would have repaired itself.
Yeah, it would have done. Just as we were talking about earlier.
There are very few people in the Puyoverse that like an all-clear start. Makes it more interesting for us to...
starts throw things into chaos, to be honest.
Oh, there was an all-clear. Neither of the players have found them, but that's okay. Oh wait, hang on, never mind. Wiz has found it.
Oh, awesome! And it's only on Wiz's side. This is awesome. This gives Wiz a massive advantage.
Yep.
Hopefully he's going to use this to his advantage and incorporate that into his next chain. He didn't get a chance.
He didn't need to.
Sin's already down.
Yep, he didn't need to. It is 4-3 to Wiz. Could have been a pro move regarding to the chain discombobulation there, says Gamble. I believe the term would literally be Deus Ex Machina if that ever happens. Topping and tailing with greens there is a good ploy actually from Sin. Oh, yes. Yes, Madman, I love it. Chain off from both. Are we going to see any tennis? Might not. This is clean from Sin. It's a big power on the downturn. Is it going to send it? You bet it is.
Oh!
30,
at that last moment.
36 on the backswing when you've got a 12 chain to contend with. There's only going to be one winner there, and it's 4 apiece.
Scam, but if you don't know what we mean by repairing chains, just keep an eye on the matches. It may happen again. There's an all clear there from both players.
Yep, so Garbage just fallen on Wiz's side of the field. He's not going to... Oh, I'll tell you what. That would have been
only a little tickle of garbage. But Wiz is going for the... Okay.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. Garbage is falling... Oh, that's not bad at all. In fact, actually, Wiz will not mind that at all. Oh, back-to-back all clears now for Sin. Advantage very much with Sin. A single's going to really put the cat among the pigeons. Here we go. Concession from Wiz. And Sin inches into the lead. This is going to be very interesting going forward.
Oh, I didn't expect to see more than one all clear in a single match from a single player.
Well, we've got GTR
what
from
Wiz doing there? Okay, that GTR, I see. With stairs on top?
Yes. Well, that might have been sloppy from Wiz having the yellow up top there. But
unless he's trying to leave himself open in case he gets blocked in, but that's a bit of a risk.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Madman. Is he able to get it? No, he's been blocked.
No!
He has been blocked.
That was too risky there from Wiz, wasn't it?
The problem was where he placed that yellow on top of column 2, he pretty much sealed off column 1. So, while it did try and give him some extra time, or quicker time rather, I should say, to try and get a chain off or keep building, he blocked off that one column which could have been used for storing some waste away just to cycle through colours. Now then, quick 2 chain from Sin, trying to put some perspective into this.
Just trying to keep the pressure there on Wiz, although it hasn't worked because Wiz has managed to set off a chain now. Just a small chain just to try and push Sin back. And that seems to have worked. Sin now needs to dig a little bit to recover
Hang on. Don't be so sure. Madman going with purples manages to get it over. Chain
Oh,
off
I
from
see what he's
Wiz.
doing now, yeah.
However, having said that, there's no purples. Oh, it's a 10 chain from Wiz. 588 garbage, I calculate that. Except it isn't, because the moon's 360, so there we go. 408.
James Porter there in chat, that was fantastic garbage play from Sin. Yes, it was. That's why I couldn't read what was going on in the beginning. That was very well played.
Oh, this is good from Sin. This is good from Sin. Okay, he's going to clear a little bit. That's fine. He's got a bit of a free pass. No block there at all. Sin gambling on a proto chain. Where are the greens? Where are the greens? Oh,
He's tidying up the field there, but
just about gets the greens in. Mind you, does give Sin just enough time to build. Oh, he's gambling on the wrong colour. He's gambling on the wrong colour. Oh, that all fell apart for Sin. That all fell apart for Sin. That all fell apart so quickly. Shouldn't have tried to get greedy there with that turn. That's 6-all now.
yeah, Wiz has pulled right back. Need I remind everyone, we've seen Wiz pull back from much worse games than this.
Yep. Both these players aren't strangers to one another, so you can never know which way it's going to go. Oh, that's a nice little poke there from...
Well, the column's still open there for Sin there, if he was intending to use that.
He's not going to be able to
I'm
get
not sure
it
what
there.
Sin's doing at this point.
He got blocked off. He got blocked off. Now then. Oh, madman, look at that from Wiz. Now then, bit of tennis. Oh, but the chain broke from Sin. That's going to be curtains, unfortunately. It's a lovely...
Is that a 12 there from Wiz?
It's a dirty dozen. That's definitely 540 plus. That's 578. There you go.
So Wiz just about pulling ahead here. Can Wiz maintain his lead?
Yeah, be interesting to see.
Wiz's play has been improving a little bit as time's gone on. I think he's warmed up now, so we could well see Wiz pulling ahead here. But honestly, at this point, it's too hard to say. Because Sin is a very formidable opponent.
Nice little bit of protection there from Sin, and it's not going to cause any problems at all. In fact, actually, that's quite clean. Or is he looking at power? He's looking at power on that downturn. Now then, he's got a good follow-up attack here. And there's... Oh, Wiz able to get his chain off just about. Now then, I think Sin played that one wrong. Because it's a bigger chain from Wiz, even without that 6 chain. Big Sin will be kicking himself there. He could have had more time to build there.
Yeah, if Sin didn't set that off so early, I think Sin could have actually had a better defense there.
Yeah. Anyway, 8-6 now to Wiz.
Yeah, just replying to chat there, yes, reading boards is very hard. Even if you're just spectating and commentating like we are here, it's very hard to read boards, honestly.
And this isn't a slight on Zipplet's skill. Even Zipplet will say he's a beginner Puyo player. You're doing a phenomenal job at reading the boards here.
Getting some good practice in, I tell you that.
Surprisingly, guys, if you do commentary, you actually pick up an eye for how to read boards. Oh, that's good. That's good from Sin. You can see he's got the uptick there. Now he's going to set his chain off.
I think Sin was just waiting for the right moment there to set the chain off.
Here we go. Chain off from Wiz as well. Oh, this could be meaty. Power 8 into
I
a
think we've
9.
got an 11 here from Wiz.
Yep, you're absolutely right. That's going to send it back.
That's sent it all back, and Sin has nothing on the backswing, so unfortunately, that's going. That's curtains.
That is curtains indeed. Now Wiz with a 3-point advantage. 9 games to 6.
So I would say Wiz is now in the zone, if you know that term from Tetris players. Wiz now seems to be in the zone, so we'll see what really happens from now.
Part of me wonders what he was in during that match at Celtic Throwdown when he was 6-0 down.
Yeah, but then he pulled it back. So
I know
we've
that...
seen Wiz do this many times.
Mind you, this is looking okay from Sin. Oh, he's got to be careful with colour conflicts. He's got loads of them. Oh, this is nasty. I think Sin just needs to try and get as many greens as possible. It's a 12 coming from... Oh, double green. That keeps things interesting. 12 chain to beat now from Sin. I don't know.
I think it's an 8. I think it changed. But oh no, it's not. It's a 9.
Power
it's
9
a
into a 10.
Power 10. Okay.
183 garbage left to negotiate. So 4-point advantage now to Wiz. He's inching onto bonus point territory.
Oh, Wiz is definitely back in his element now.
Now then, who is your money on? Because even with a 4-point advantage, it's not impossible for someone to pull back and then pull into the lead.
Most definitely. I would say I'm undecided right now because we've seen what Sin can do to Wiz and we've seen what Wiz can do to Sin. So at the moment, they're kind of on even ground, despite the point difference.
It's too close to call. That's
Definitely.
a good little play there from Sin, trying to put the pressure on Wiz.
Well, it worked. It messed up Wiz's
oh, hang on a
Wiz
minute.
is recovering now. Wiz has got a nice chain coming
got
off
his chain
here,
off.
potentially.
Now then.
Yeah, here we go.
Sin's got to be careful. He doesn't want those blues to conflict.
I think that's a 10 chain here we got from Wiz.
Nice. Count that as an 11.
11, okay.
Power 7 into a 9 from Sin. It's not going to be enough. It leaves just under 180. And for the first time in Crown League, Wiz has the bonus point advantage as he leads 11 games to 6. Now then, can Sin find some form, get himself back into this contest, or is Wiz going to find that other level and just run away with it? Time will tell.
I'm seeing a bit of a stutter there from Sin. He's slowing down slightly. I think he's now taking a bit more time over his moves here.
Oh, he's got the
But
perfect
saying that,
figure
look
there,
at Sin's
look.
board.
Oh, look. Oh, the chain broke from Wiz. This is a glorious comeback now for Sin. Not going to be able to get anything in time. Little 2 chains try and stave off something.
So Sin taking his time there with that match. That's actually got him the point back. So Sin needs to play more carefully from now on to make that lead back.
So just so you guys know, the spread now is 4 games in favour of Wiz. So he's lost the bonus point advantage, but he's still in a really good position to reclaim it. Oh, that's beautiful play from Sin. That transition looks lovely. And he's got the right Puyos as well to continue building. He just needs to not waste those colours. Oh, he's wasted purples and yellows on far too many occasions. He's now going to fire. Oh, hang on a minute.
We've got something nasty coming from Sin now.
Oh, this is beautiful from Wiz.
Hang on, Wiz has just got his off. I think Wiz has got the advantage here, actually.
It's only a 10. Oh, is this a Baker's? We've got a Baker's. It's another Baker's.
We've got a 13. We've got a Baker's here.
Baker's dozen number 2.
Sin can't do a thing. And the bonus point has been reclaimed by Wiz.
Yep, 12-7 now.
Shido, the bonus is, if there's a point difference of 5 or more, the player with the point difference will get a bonus point in the league table. We can use it to, you can use it to pull ahead if you otherwise have the same number of wins.
Yeah, it's used to try and break tiebreakers.
Now in the earlier tiers, it's 3-point difference, but in Crown, it's 5-point difference.
Oh, that's a lovely block. Garbage RNG working for Sin there. Oh, where's gonna get? Oh, I'll tell you what. He's gambling. Oh, he gambled.
No, he didn't need the yellow. He needed the yellow. That was risky play there.
He gambled on yellows and came up short. Unfortunate. 12-8. As Rory the Fiend would say, unfought.
Rory's saying oof to that one.
Oof. Definite oof.
Ren's saying there you could even win if you have less wins, like in Tetris League. Yes, that is possible to do if you have enough bonus points. You can pull ahead.
Yep. The currency in League is bonus points, not just wins. Because...
Getting some unfought there in the chat.
Oh, this is good from Sin, trying to put early pressure on. Green needed, gets the green. Power 8 into a power 9. Now then, this could be a... I have a feeling this is an 11 chain. It might be a 12, but I think it's more
I think
than
it's 11. It looks like an 11 chain here.
And it sends...
It was just enough to push that garbage
70
back
on the... Yep, 70 on the backswing. Bonus point reclaimed by Wiz as it's 13-8. This is really going back and forth. We see we've got some Rock Leaguers in, we've got some Star Leaguers in, we've got some Crown Leaguers in. Moon Leaguers in as well. Watching this Crown League action.
And if you're not in the PuyoGB League, this is why you should sign up.
Oh, lovely play from Sin.
Are accepted.
Caught on the frame there. Lovely play from Sin.
Brilliant play from Sin there.
Now then, the question is this going to go on bit by bit? Because if it is, win predictor would be, well, Wiz will win with a bonus point with a spread of 5. It could be a 15-20.
Yeah, it definitely could be at this point.
Now then, a little bit of key on the back turn here from Sin. Looking at reds, needs... It's got to be careful. I'll tell you what, that's not bad. That 2-chain blocked some of
Wiz
that.
there trying to block Sin, but Sin has countered that.
Ooh, I tell you what. All going with reds now. Chain off from Sin. Now then, Wiz, what's he going to go for? Is he going to top and tail it? No, he's looking at blues.
That's dangerous play from Wiz. He really should not have... Okay, he's pulled it off. He's pulled it off.
It's a lovely 10-chain from Sin. It's over 540 to go.
There's only a 9 there from Wiz. That is not going to be enough to bat that back.
No, it isn't. So then, 2 on the bounce. Deficit pegged to within 3. 13-10. Rip frames, says Keiko. Rip frames indeed. Alright then, GTR there from Sin. Oh, too many reds.
Too many reds on that stair set up there from Wiz, but there's nothing he could really do, to be fair. But there's a risk of conflicts there.
No, it's okay, because if you look at where Wiz is going, a green, there we go, conflicts resolved. There's a lot for Sin, because if you see on his field, he's got so many reds as a spike there. Going for blues. Now then, huge problem for Sin. Gonna go for a free chain. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was risky from Wiz, but high risk, high reward. This is looking glorious. I think we've got a third baker's dozen here.
Yeah, I think Sin was just not ready for that at all. You could see Sin setting up there, but just didn't have anything ready. So, nothing Sin can do there, that is it. Slowly clawing back for that bonus point there.
That's over 900 garbage there, waiting to fall on Sin's grid. Crikey.
So Kay, at this point, do you have any idea who could possibly take the game? Because I certainly don't.
I would say Wiz is into his element, and unless Sin can get a little bit lucky with his build, and maybe not get too unlucky with colour conflicts, I would imagine it's probably Wiz's to lose.
Okay. Honestly, if Wiz can keep his point lead, then yes, I would agree with you.
See, this is what I mean. A little bit of a mind fudge here and there. It will cost Wiz the game, but like with everything, when you're trying to build on chains, you need to make sure that the RNG gives you the colours that you need. Sometimes you think it's a safe gamble to go with one colour preference, and then RNG just puts you in check and says, nope, nothing there for you.
One problem is if you've got a point lead, it can be tempting to take more risks, which can pay off, but it's something you have to be careful about.
Yeah.
And at this point, Wiz needs to stop taking risks because he needs to claim back his bonus point advantage.
Oh, this is a really good rush from...
That is very good rush from Sin there.
That 4 chain will take a lot of the sting out of it, takes it down to 9, but it does allow Wiz a free pass into his next chain. It's a 5. Against a 4, it's 18 now for Sin to negotiate. Mind you, that's not too bad. Sin's got to be careful now because that looks a bit clunky. How's he going to do this? Because Wiz has got the advantage.
So Wiz now just trying to basically pile out Sin there.
Gets the close out.
Chains. And it's worked.
Gets the close out there in that 5 chain. 15 to Wiz, 11 to Sin. Spread of 4. But this spread of 4 doesn't mean to say that, you know, Sin's completely out of it. Of course, Wiz will be wanting that bonus point advantage. 1 away from reclaiming it. Not looking too bad from Sin, but you can see where he's building up the middle. It's a good way to try and build your chain up. However, it can leave you vulnerable when you're trying to flesh out your tail at the end. And normally, with that, you don't get as big a chain as you want. Having said that,
it's a better way to build though if you're trying to be able to counter small amounts of garbage, isn't it?
Here we go.
Get completely blocked.
It's a lovely 10 chain there from Sin. What has Wiz got in return?
I think Wiz has got a... Is that a power... No, it's
a beautiful...
9. Oh no, it's a 10!
That's a lovely 12 chain.
It's a 12! Sin can't do anything against that.
No.
That's a great 12 chain off there.
That was a funky chain. Funky
that was
tail.
A weird chain. I had trouble reading that one.
Turtle on the back turn. That is very difficult to pull off.
So Wiz now has the bonus point back, the bonus point advantage. So at this point, I would say yes, it's Wiz's game to lose because Sin has to win 9 matches in a row. Yep, Sin has to win 9 matches now. Wiz only has to win 4.
But think of it this way. Remember, bonus point advantage to 5 or more. Wiz is at 16. Even if Sin was to claw it back, there's no bonus point there.
Indeed. Sin cannot get a bonus point at this point.
6 chain there. It's a 5 chain in return from Wiz. Is it going to counter the meat of it? It takes it down to 45. Advantage very much with Sin now.
At this point, I doubt it really is Sin's game to lose right now.
Oh, it's fine. It's a lovely closeout from Sin.
Sin's taking it.
16-12. Shido saying in stream chat, wants to play Rory at some point. The legend Rory the Fiend, who won the first PuyoGB League completely unbeaten and was 4 points shy of 100. Now then, Sin needs to be careful. Okay, he can build on that tail. Not bad Puyo's actually. Is he going to gamble with yellows? He is. Is he then going to gamble with reds? No.
I'm trying to work out what's going on there on Sin's board.
He's got the chain off. Oh, this could be a masterstroke. Look at those reds on that downturn.
Is that an 11 chain from Sin there, potentially?
It looks as if it's a 12. It's a dirty dozen
No,
from
it's a
Sin.
12, yeah, it's a 12.
That's a beautiful chain. Now then.
So now
Power
Sin needs
8.
to keep the pressure on. Sin needs
Power
to start
9.
building immediately, just in case.
Exactly,
So actually,
180.
Wiz is out.
Exactly 180 garbage left at the end of that encounter. 16.
Sin is starting to claw back now.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of what happened in Celtic Throwdown.
Wow.
Hopefully Wiz can stop that. Wiz needs to take a game. I hope Wiz can take this game.
Oh yeah, because he's lost the bonus point advantage and he's got to be careful because if Sin gets to 16, that's the bonus point dried up.
Exactly.
And Wiz will want the bonus point after the early loss against Shido. Little 2-chain poke there from Sin, trying to keep things interesting. Purple now needed.
Wiz is not blocked, but Wiz really needs that purple.
He's
He got
alright.
it, but only just.
Oh, wave after
He needs
wave.
yellows, he needs yellows. And there's a drought, there's no yellows. Oh, I see, okay, I see what it's doing. But it wasn't good enough.
Suffocation. No, didn't get blocked. Now then, Wiz can claw his way out of this.
He's got to build very carefully, he can't afford to waste any pieces here.
He needs purples, he's got purples. It's a nice 4-chain from Sin, but the chain is
Sin
now off from
was-
Wiz.
Sin's just cleaning up the board there.
Won't mean anything.
Oh, hello, Wiz is off.
Won't
Sin's
mean
got
anything.
nothing. Sin has got nothing.
Get out of town.
Well played, well played.
That was a fantastic recovery there from Wiz. Oh, that was a glorious recovery.
So at this point, Wiz can still claim that bonus point with
Certainly
a bit of room
can.
to spare.
Certainly can. Now then, every game ahead that Wiz pulls will be important. Sin will need to do everything in his power to try and stop as much of that rot as possible.
Sin at least needs to stop Wiz getting the bonus point here, which I think is possible. I can see Sin stopping Wiz getting the bonus point.
Topping and tailing with yellows now is Wiz. It's safe. He's got the perfect big colour there. He's going to set his chain. Oh! What is he?
I'm not sure what Wiz is doing here.
He's got the perfect
Oh,
big
I see.
colour.
He was after the purple. Okay.
High risk, high reward. Chain off now. Sin needs a counter-attack and he
That
needs it
is
quick.
a 10 or 11 chain from Wiz.
It's a massive power 10 into a power 11.
Into a power 11.
90 for 258. Wow. You don't often see that. That's almost as much power as a 50 for what? 560?
And Kay, what were we saying about that bonus point?
He's got it back. Fortune favours the brave.
So just 2 more wins from Wiz, and that will seal out the game. But we can't count Sin out yet, because we've seen some amazing play from Sin here.
Nice little 2-chain pressure. Oh, that's going to clean Sin out. That was a beautifully played sucker punch there from Wiz. He moves on to match point. He has 6 opportunities of getting out. And he's got the bonus point firmly in his grasp. Sin with it all to do.
He's on thin ice now, Sin, but if he can win at least 3 games, he can get rid of that bonus point for Wiz.
Oh,
But that is a tall order to ask for.
This is nasty for Wiz. How is he gonna? He's gonna go for a power 2-chain. That's a lovely attack there from Sin. I'll tell you what, that is a very dicey transition from Wiz. He mucked that up, you could see right at the beginning, but if he's able to get back to it, better start laughing. Don't think he's
Sin's
gonna
getting
get
the
there.
pressure on here, and I don't know if Wiz has got it ready in time.
Needed the purples.
No.
Needed the purples like yesterday. Sin needs to win 2 more to deny Wiz the bonus point. Wiz only needs 1.
It's possible. Let's see if Sin can do it.
Oh,
I think Sin is desperately trying at this. Gonna desperately try at this point, but Sin needs to play cool. He needs to be careful.
tell you what, we've got GTR now from Wiz. Both players going GTR. Oh, that's a lovely top and tail there from Sin. He needs another green.
Very clean setup.
He needs another green to finish that off.
This is getting dangerous from Sin. He needs to hurry up and...
He needs a green.
Yeah, this is
he
getting
needs a
very
green.
dangerous.
He's got it. Now he needs to set it off. He has to set it off because it's a 9-chain from Wiz. Oh, hang on. The conflict there with the yellows has cost him. And it's curtains. And it's a 6-point spread.
Oh.
And it's a bonus point for Wiz. What a fascinating contest. But it's Wiz that takes it 20 games to 14.
That's
He's
very
on
well
the
played there.
He's on the board.
From both players, very well played there. That could have honestly gone either way at many points there, couldn't it, Kay?
Oh gosh, yeah. That was remarkable. Absolutely fantastic. So, we're going to get the next game up. Stick around. Remember to stay hydrated. And of course, while you're waiting for the next game, follow us on Twitter at PuyoGB. And of course, join our Discord. The link that you see on our footer is the link that you can type in discord.gg/. Those letters there. Come and join our community. Alright then guys, the players are ready to rock and roll. It's going to be Sin against Shido. Let's go live. And what do you think of this? This is going to be a very close contest, I feel.
This is going to be an incredibly close contest after seeing Shido's earlier play against Wiz.
And we got the interesting music for this match.
And we've got GTR from both players.
Yeah, both players going with GTR. Both players leading with different tops and tails. Shido needs another green and another red. He needs another red now. This is actually really nice from Shido at the moment. Okay. Oh, trying to check each other now. Well, I'll tell you
They're
what.
just trying to block each other in at this point.
Thank goodness for that garbage, Puyo. It allows Sin to get a chain off. It's nice. 80 for 160. Same power as 40 for 120 there. Oh, that's a huge power chain there. And it's going to be a huge power chain on the back turn as well. This match is going to go to Shido. And it catches Sin on the frame as well. So, early doors to Shido. Gamble saying in stream chat that he's been hitting a lot of 12 to 15s in practice, but in matches though. But at the moment, mate, you have got the record for the biggest chain in League this season.
You're always going to get larger chains in practice. In reality, seeing large chains in full-on competitive matches is kind of rare.
Yeah.
You will see the occasional one, like we've seen today from Wiz and Sin, and Shido as well, but it's not that common.
Chain off now from Sin meanwhile. Oh, this is a very interesting... I don't think Sin was meaning... Shido was meaning to set that off, but I tell you what, that's a beautiful, beautiful chain there from Shido. That is a case of, well, chain discombobulation, recovering it midway. It's like falling off a log. It hurts, but you never forget how to do it.
Yeah, just to reply to Lux there, yes, if you see big chains from your opponent in a competitive match, it means either both of you are going for big chains, or one player is far outclassing the other player. That's right.
Yep. Now then, little chain there from Shido. I'll tell you what, greens look good for Sin. Just needs to fire it, which he does. Shido with it all to do. It's going to be too much for him to do.
No, I think at this
Way
point,
too much for him to...
match.
Oh my god, the perfect bit colour. It's an 8, I think.
That's a power set. Actually, no, it's an 8.
Now then,
It was just enough. It was just enough to push the match back around.
wow. I tell you what, when you're hot, right? Crikey! Shido, 3-0 now. Sin yet to register a win in this contest so far.
I think Shido's already going for that bonus point here.
Well, he needs to be able to maintain it. It's looking okay for Sin, however. He needs to be careful.
I don't know why Sin keeps building that high. Maybe to try and keep the chain accessible if there's garbage.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a high risk, high reward. But oh my god! Just as well he had something there. It's going to cut.
He was forced to cut that chain there.
It's going to cut, but it is going to keep him in this contest. And he's got a follow-up chain as well. And it's taken 4 attempts, telling Shido to get out of town as Senpai breaks his duck. But it is still 3-1 to Shido. Now then, you can see that Shido, the way that he rotates his Puyos, trying to get wall kicks in, it can be seen as being erratic. Tries to get an early chain in, but I tell you what, Sin's wisened up to it. It's curtains for Shido immediately.
Yeah, early power chains from both players there. Sin was ready for that strategy.
Read him like a book. It's 3-2 now. And we have an all clear start. Life's a lottery, be lucky. Who's going to blink first?
I love these all-star matches, the all-clear start matches, because they can go either. They honestly are crazy. It can go either way. It's hard to read.
Now then, free chain. Oh, just set your chain off, Shido. Come on.
I think Shido there was just in a bit of panic there.
Yeah, I think Shido was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Help! Oh, not now. This is a beautiful closeout. Good luck, Sin. You're gonna need it. Yeah, nothing. Damn squid.
Didn't have enough yellows there in that column.
Damn squid. 4-2 now to Shido.
So far, that bonus point is still denied.
Yep. This is interesting from Shido. Looking for the early power 2 chain. Gonna get it, because there's nothing. Oh, and catches Sin on the frame. Oh, absolute drought of reds. Gonna be nothing there, and catches Sin again on the frame. Double frame traps, and down he goes into the depths of despair. 5-2 to Shido now. Reclaims that 3-point lead. I'll tell you what, both looking at GTR. No greens anywhere. Crikey. The game doesn't like its vegetables.
No, it doesn't. And Shido there, ignoring the garbage and just trying to go for bigger chains. Although it looks like Shido is now setting one off.
Where's
here.
the purples? Oh, just about gets
Got
the
a
purples
7 here from Shido.
I think it's a 7 in return. Actually, yep, no, it is a 7. It's a bigger 7. That's going back. 26 garbage. Oh, now then.
Now Shido needs to dig and dig quickly, but no, I think this is going to be curtains.
No, no. Nowhere close.
Not quite.
Nowhere close. Now then, the 5 chain from Shido will close it out. It was a missed opportunity from Sin.
Now I thought the game was gonna go to Sin. Now it's gone to Shido.
Yep. Have to be brutally honest there. I think Sin missed a trick. And now the lead expands to 4.
Shido is hungry for that bonus point.
It's usually the way in this game. Oh, just about able to get that Puyo down. Another power chain. Then 5 on the backswing. I say it's usually the way in this game. Sometimes the more slow-paced music lends itself to much fast-paced action. Oh, this is a good chain from Sin, actually. I tell you what, this 5 chain's going to do something, because that is a serious snap there from Shido. Get out of town.
Unfortunately, Shido had to waste a lot of Puyos earlier on to counter Sin, so I think that put Shido at a disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're looking at this here. Oh, there's an all clear from Shido. It's been found. Oh, but this is a 5 chain.
No all clear from Sin.
So it's a 5 chain.
Can Shido turn this into an advantage for this match?
25 on the backswing. Now then, tell you what is needed. Power 2 into a 3. Gets it down to 4. That's okay, but Sin has got very little resource. Shido, on the other hand, plenty of resource. And nothing really there for Sin on the return. Tried to catch Shido short. Never got there. I tell you what, if there was no activation colour on the previous pass, though, that would have been curtains for Shido. Now then, 4 point sprint. Oh my god, another all clear found.
Oh, hello. Right, but can Shido actually use this all clear? I mean, yep, there we go.
Well,
and someone has a match point. Someone has a bonus point here.
Yep. This is a good play from Shido. It's like watching the Misanthrope play. Oh, yellows. Oh, caught on the frame again! Oh my god, the frame trapping in this contest has been utterly brutal.
These last 2 games from Shido have been very interesting with trying to go for the early all clear and the clean boards in the beginning. Yeah, that is oh no,
no,
Sin's hanging on there.
Just about hangs in. I'll tell you what, Shido doesn't want to rest on his laurels. We could see it. I'll tell you what, this is not impossible. This is not impossible. Is he gonna get? Oh no, he's not. He's one away. He was one away. I'll tell you what, if he was able to get that chain off, that would have been literally the clutch of the century. Not to be.
No, Graffin, we haven't really had any thrown matches so far.
No. We don't normally have thrown matches, actually. Everyone plays with the same spirit, play hard, play fair.
Indeed. We don't like throwing matches in PuyoGB League, and to be honest, most players do not throw matches.
There's a difference between throwing a match and conceding. If there's nothing you can do, then the concession is there.
Exactly. That's not throwing a match in that case.
Oh, here we go. Chain off from Sin. Chain off from Shido. It's a nice chain from Shido. It's a big power chain here. Power 9 into a 10. That's actually a lovely chain because it overpowers Shido by 96.
I think that power made all the difference there.
So much value in the power chain. I say it all the time, don't I, chat? All the time. Jeff sits to within 5, but Sin will need to start fighting like a madman if he's to try and put himself back into this contest.
There's Wiz there, the value of the power, yep. Never underestimate the power element of having a power chain in the middle of your chain.
Okay, this is interesting from Sin. I see what he's doing.
What is Sin doing there? Trying to keep himself open.
Yeah, he's trying to keep himself open. Oh, he's got to be careful. That is a beautifully played power attack. And that's done. Done Sin like a kipper. 6 points advantage.
Unfought in chat.
6 points advantage. Oh, here we go. All clear. That's going to send 2 on the back swing. Make that 1. Now then, who's going to blink first? I think it might be Shido.
I would love to see both players build up a massive chain before... no, we're not going to see that.
I'll tell you what.
So now Shido, the pressure's on Shido. Can Shido do anything?
Yes, he can. He's got the right Puyo. Tell you what, that's good. Blocks it. Blocks it to 29. So you make that 27. I can count the garbage Puyos now. Well, this is interesting from Sin. Sin's got 4 opportunities there. And I feel he wasted it 3 times over. Now then, Shido has got resources that he can get down towards. Sin, on the other hand, needs to start building like a madman. Oh, nice 4 chain. That's going to overpower Shido.
Sin really needs to dig down into the board. Building up so high to the top is really scary at this point in the game.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Here we go.
He's now got some kind of resources they can use. Oh, the one thing that he doesn't want to do is waste. That's a lovely 5 chain. That's a beautiful closeout from Shido. Sin's been somewhat unlucky. This is a big lead now being carved out by Shido. It's commanding at the minute. 11 games to 4. Now then, both players looking at GTR. Sin's got to be careful here now because...
A bit of stairs mixed in with that GTR from Sin there.
Yeah, I can see. And he's got to be careful on that downturn.
Good use of the colours there.
Poke there from Shido. Just watching to see what he can do. He's got to be careful.
That's going to be a 9 there from Sin.
No, make that an 8.
Oh no, it cuts. Okay, not quite. But it was enough.
I get the feeling Shido might have, and I'm going to use inverted quotes here, thrown that match. Only a might have. I may have to look back and see if there was a good legal move there for Shido to use. But maybe...
Honestly, I'm not sure. You could be right there, Kei. I wasn't too sure there, but it looked like there could have been a move.
It looked to me as if he had the right colours to really get something off as a counter.
Indeed, Rory. Throwing matches is not allowed.
Oh, what a... Oh, is he gambling? He's gambling on... He's not able to get it over. Oh, I tell you what, there's a... He's ghosting it. This could be... This could be savage. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it doesn't quite work. It's an 11.
But it was enough. I think it actually... Hang on. No, yeah, that's enough. I'm sure that has... Shido's won this. Yeah. Maintaining that lead.
7 points now. He could have converted that match. I think he could have had a quick tail set up. Yeah, it looked like that to me as well, Gamble.
Now at this point, Sin is in danger of losing the possibility of getting a bonus point here.
Oh my god, where are these purples? I tell you what, the colour choices here in this match have been really bad for Sin. The RNG just is not giving him what he needs. And he's got a cut as well. Don't know how he's going to repair this. He's going to need to hope for something. At the moment, it looks pretty janky. Whereas it's basically devolving into a bit of a struggle match here. But of course, Shido's going to win that all day, every day. Needed the blue on those reds. It might have kept it interesting, but I'll tell you what, this is turning into a commanding lead now. It's 8. 8 points to the affirmative is Shido.
But at this point, I still believe Sin could potentially claw this back, but it's looking very, very unlikely at the moment, I would say. Unless Sin changes up his playstyle.
I think Sin just needs to trust in his natural game, but try and mitigate as many colour conflicts as possible, because at the minute, he's got a downturn of blues, and that's not going to work. Because he's got blues in the middle, he's got a colour conflict. Having said that, he's able to block this one out.
Finally, he's broke his bad streak there. Got a win in.
There's all the purples from that last round, though. Well, yeah, well done, boys.
Wiz saying Sin's suffering the same bad luck that Wiz had. Yeah, I would say so.
But you know what? You need a little bit of luck, as you do here. Unsuccessful rush from Shido. There's going to be nothing that he'll have. And I get to say it for the first time. Sin has dispatched Shido for half a dozen.
Brilliant. So that's Sin could start to claw this back. Slowly starting to.
This is good stuff, actually. Now then, this might be a bit risky from Shido. Definitely risky from Sin. Got a high peak there. Okay, green on top. That looks better actually from Sin, but he needs to be careful now how he tops and tails this. To hell with it, he says. Oh, that's a bad spike. That's a bad play there from Shido. I know he's still got... Oh, he's got the perfect big colour. He's wasted it. Never mind.
Oh, huge power chain there from Sin. Awesome, awesome. Nice comeback.
Wow. Talk about checking someone's arse into the Swamp City Motel. Sin's just done that.
That definitely is what made sure he won that match. Because Shido was definitely setting something up there.
And that is the definition of swamp. Wow. I need to catch my breath after that one. That was what? 21 Puyos? It was super massive.
We don't normally see power chains that large, do we?
No, not at all. Shido now trying to claw something back. This isn't... Oh, this is risky from Sin. Oh, that's unfortunate, because it's a full chain off from Shido. It was a proto chain. It was an interesting proto chain. Nothing really there. Nice 10 chain from Shido to close it out. Funky tail there from Sin, trying to keep things interesting.
More power change from Sin. I think Sin's going for a different strategy now, but this strategy could well let him claw back.
Yep. Massive power chain there. Right, Shido now.
Still a very slim chance for Sin to get a bonus point here, but the chance is diminishing.
Having said that, I'm a bit perplexed as to what on earth Shido was trying to build there. I know he's got a cushion now. Took him a while. Oh, oh no, he couldn't fire it off actually. I just realised that colour conflict of blues. That was a horrible play from Sin. Oh, this is looking very dicey. Put it this way, the one thing you don't want to do in Crown League is go down with a huge points difference.
Indeed.
You know, if you're...
It's common in the earlier leagues because at lower levels of play there can be much more of a difference between different players. You wouldn't expect it, but that's how it works out. And oh, it looks like Sin is being buried here.
Yeah. Concession there from Sin. I don't think you would have got anywhere. Now the thing is, when you're splitting Puyos, that time where it takes the Puyo to drop from the split position down onto the field, you're gifting placements for your opponent there.
At this point, there is no bonus point available to Sin. If he manages to claw this back, there is no bonus point.
Indeed. The lead's doubled. Staring down a huge deficit here. Mind you, I tell you what, it's not bad Puyos. Now what's... Okay, chain off now from Shido. This looks like a nice chain actually. Power 7, power 8 from Sin. Power 8, power 9 into a 10. That's a lovely closeout from Shido. Sin has got no answer at the minute.
No, Gamble, what I'm referring to there is in the lower level leagues, you will sometimes you see players sweeping other players with huge point differences, but in the later leagues like Crown League, it's not as common because higher level players will start to adapt to each other much better in longer matches.
Nice,
and that's why these are first to 20, right?
Yep, nice little form there. Now then, close out. Oh, I don't think Sin wanted to do that.
No, Sin did not have the resources there to counter that.
And the garbage RNG. 19 garbage, and of course the 19th dead centre. We have an all clear start again. Life's Lottery, be lucky. I'll tell you what, Sin is staring down a huge defeat here at present.
So Sin using the all clear to throw some power-ups from garbage on Shido, so disrupt.
Yep, now then,
which
the full
seems
chain.
To have done the trick for now.
Send something back, and it will
Sin
cover that.
could turn this around at this point.
Oh, but if he's going to wait, I know he's trying to find a surefire kill spike, but really and truthfully, he should just go as quickly as possible. Oh, that was a bit
I think Sin has clawed this one back yet.
Bit horrible there from Shido, must be said. Right. The biggest win last season in Crown League, ironically, was Wiz against Hiku, where Wiz basically thumped him with a huge 11-point difference. At the moment, it's 9, but we could have another 11-pointer. Oh, don't think Sin was wanting to do that.
No,
He's
I think Sin made a big mistake there.
He needed reds on top of that column 1, and then he might have had a chance. Shido has 11 opportunities of getting out. It's commanding.
The pressure is really on Sin now, because again, 11 wins would be needed in a row to win now.
Again, you can see that's clunky from Sin. Purple's there on the juxtaposition. Okay, he's going to set off. Oh, I'll tell you what,
Shido was ready. Shido was ready with a power chain.
Don't think
and now
so.
Quickly building up. Desperately building up.
Manages to get a chain off. Thing is, it does trim. 70 for 100. 60 for 131. Takes it down a 3. Now then, a more need of kill spike of some description, Sin, to keep yourself in this contest. Just set anything off.
Sin has a cleaner board at the moment, but okay, that's an.
Gets it down to 5.
Sin needs to do better than that.
Here's the thing.
Shido is building it like crazy, right?
Shido has got the resources. Another yellow on top and he's laughing. Now then, all he needs is a purple. He's got the purple. Chain off. How is Sin going to play this? Massive swamp chain. But of course that backswing, 32. Advantage now with Shido. This is going to be an absolute hammering on Sin. Chain off now found from Shido. That's the closeout. That's gone. That is emphatic. With an 11-point spread. Shido not only claims the bonus point, but consigns Sin right to the bottom of the league at the minute. Wow, that was emphatic.
I did not expect an 11-point lead in Crown League. That it's happened
Once
We've seen
before.
this before, but it's not common, is it?
Not common at all. Alright then, by the looks of things, I think that is going to be all the matches that are played for today. So, thank you very much to all of you that have been watching this stream. Congratulations to Shido for winning both his matches. Good games all round. But just to tell you a bit about who we are PuyoGB. We are the UK's official Puyo community. We do events, gatherings, tournaments, competitions and esports. If you are an events organiser and you want to get Puyo at your event, drop me an email, BlueHairKei@PuyoGB.co.uk. Visit our website, follow us on Twitter, join our community Discord, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find VODs of all of our events going up there. And of course, it wouldn't be me without having to say to Zipplet, the floor's yours. You want to do a bit of promotion about yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on co-commentary today. So you will know me as the administrator of PuyoGB. I will actually be the TO of Tetris League Season 2 when we run that next year. In addition, I stream on my own channel. It's on twitch.tv/Zipplet. So if you would like to see some of the other stuff I do, please consider checking out my Twitch channel. And of course, when Pure Tetris 2 comes out, I will be streaming some of that as well on my own channel and for PuyoGB. So, hey, I hope to see some of you around. Thank you very much for joining our stream today. And if you're not already in the PuyoGB Discord, please do consider dropping in. You can discuss other puzzle games as well. We've had people playing even Panel de Pon or Puzzle League, haven't we, Kay?
We have indeed, and of course we've got space there for Columns, Magical Drop, all the other puzzle games, because, you know, PuyoGB, we are the UK's official Puyo community, and we are, you know, honoured to be part of the Sega Europe community, but we also are the main puzzle game community for the UK and the Republic of Ireland. So please come, join our Discord, get yourself involved with all the games that we run, and of course, join our competitions. And if you are from the UK and the Republic of Ireland, these competitions that we run determine the official seedings, so you know where to come from, or sorry, you know where to go to, I should say, if you want to get yourself on the ladder for official seedings.
Most definitely. And let me just throw a small pitch in here also for the community game nights that we run in PuyoGB.
Absolutely.
So, between all the puzzle game fun, we do have our community game nights. These run at least twice a month on the Fridays, where we invite you to join us to play other games. We've had Mario Kart, we've had Among Us, we're going to be having 100% orange juice, just to have a bit of fun with your community members. So join us for that as well. Again, even more reasons for you to join our Discord and check us out.
Absolutely. So hey, I'm BlueHairKei.
And I'm Zipplet.
And it's time for us to say thank you very much for watching. We'll bring you some more PuyoGB stream action next weekend. Until then, thank you very much for your patronage. Have a good night and stay safe out there, guys. Take care.